Welcome back, you're watching more Hunter x Hunter, and, well, let's be honest here. Things aren't exactly going to plan. With UP being on the stairs, with the king going into a silent rage thanks to, well, maybe some stray dragon dive arrows. The entire ordeal has been flipped on its head. The chairman and Senno? Not quite sure exactly what to do, only they are in kind of trouble. The fact that Netero brought on the grandfather assassin, and yet they're both like, oh, shit. The king is slightly terrifying, but also not quite what they expected at all. That firm kindness that he was showing the injured girl. They didn't think the Chimera Ant King that they've been talking about for so long would be anything like that. Honestly, we wouldn't either if we hadn't seen him playing Gungi and the slow growth over it all. Where are we going to get in this episode? Obviously, with the king being in somewhat immediate danger, all of the royal guards taking immediate action in the way they see fit. If there only wasn't Cthulhu's cousin over here. And of course, any sort of large-scale area of attacks that UP does there could indirectly hit Knuckle and Melieron. I wonder, though, if there'll be a halt in this fight because of what's going on with the chairman and the king. Or if UP's just a bit more absent-minded because there's a fight in front of him. Out of all of the rogue Chimera ants that went off to do their own thing, is Cheetu the only one that's, well, and I guess the one who's holding, the pregnant Chimera ant one, looking one. Are they the only two that are still alive? And wasn't that a solid staircase? Why is it now like a hanging staircase? We saw it from the side. Maybe I just didn't pay attention. What, is he just keep swinging through the smoke? Just lash out in all directions. How long has he got left, though? You do not want to go near that. Oh. So he's already quite damaged. I know your leg's completely busted. But now it's, shoots time to shine? Ah, yes, Smoke Rangers. Go go his army. Yeah, they wouldn't exactly put up a lot of resistance, but at least there's a lot of them. So they can go low. He noticed it. the weapon the weapon wasn't smoke. Is this another decoy? How many does he have going? Ah, no, just yep, leg it. Gave him enough opportunity for someone else to get in there. What's the number up to now? We might be here for a while. And since he can hold his breath for 2 minutes now, we've got only several instances of the increase in the interest accrued. Huh. I guess if he's got the floating fists there, use it to move around. He's got to keep really good balance, though. Apart from it looks cool. Purposely hindering himself, making it harder. Find extra reason to bring out that inner strength. For one that was so adverse to it before, trying to stay away from anything that was dangerous or unsightly. Also, while this is all going on, gives the others a little time to adjust. Take his weapon to him. They'll be celebrating the win. Oh, he's a big softy, really. Anyway, they can't spend all day focusing on UP here. This is a minor distraction. The fact that it was kind of accidental hindrance right then. I mean, it was kind of obvious that they weren't there for the initial fight. They've got plans to be elsewhere. Are they also going to wait until Death Patrol is done with her her task. Living dead dolls. That's probably for the best. If he wasn't able to have advanced sight there. Was there something... and an elevator. So he left his current objective. What, to go and help Chicago? Let's see if the hesitation of moment here is gonna have a knockdown effect down the road. What's Killer doing running this way? Has he got a terrible sense of direction? He knows not why himself, but there's some complex emotions now. He's not just got a friend in Gone. No time to think, just respond to actions. I mean, showing off a bit of a scary side, but I don't think that's really going to be an issue for Killua. It's just his body acts as it should. His years of training. As this his yo-yos. Okay. I mean, for extra measure, just make sure. I don't think it needed. Probably best to, slink back into the shadows. I'm not sure that Kiro would have not noticed them, unless he's hiding himself for a reason. Actually, was it Hatsu or whatever? Setsu. Now that his mind is caught up with him and realised what he's doing. He's not stopping, though. Koga's still got to get to his objective. You've got to love the kind of stern and resolute look on the octopus. In fact, his design is quite distinct. I mean, everything they've been through, saving Kidara's life for one. Just a minor lapse in concentration and judgment. But how much is how this one going to interfere with plans now? And should have gone for one of the rooms, if that's a... Oh, hello. Here to play a game. Lorda. Even said bluster. Something's, yeah, not quite right. How's he going to talk his way out of this one? Still get down the elevator. And then there's just Flutter stood there. Are in cahoots. Unless the intruder really did just kind of hide himself immediately. Yeah. The good thing is, though, if they kill Flutter, he's already dead as a corpse, but then he can just kind of hide amongst the body for a while, hopefully. And when we have the soft violin playing, with the inner turmoil of Poof in his duties as a royal guard. So how's he going to pay back for the failure of being the royal guard, not being good enough? The fact he's constantly never living up to his own expectations. At least he's having fun with it. Without being a royal guard, is there anything in his life to actually aim for? Since if everything about their existence is for the king. Just, yeah. Ah. I mean, his distress in all that is a lot of tears. And, well, he'll have a tissue somewhere. How's he going to feel if he walks in and finds that she's been gravely injured? If the king sees a slight smile on his face, there'd be hell to pay. Now, unlike UB, who's fighting, unlike Nefertito, who's immediately running to his side, he's here doing interpretive dance. Useful in its own way. Just no one's been able to find out how yet. I mean, if anyone was going to have a stage show moment, it was going to be him. Also, there are certain characters want to have themes and the like. His, with the string sections and whatnot, has always been like one of my favorites. More people should listen to the classicals. There's no way out. He's created a barrier of smoke itself that even a royal guard can't get through. I mean, he asked nicely. I mean, you've got to love the color change fluorescence of his wings. Hmm. Is he gonna try and hypnotize him as well? Kind of like we did with the crowds outside. Kiddo won't be too far behind, but mm-hmm. Just keep running, keep a lookout. Since he can't use N or any. I almost didn't see that because of a slight bit of glare on the screen. The king walking out from the base of the tower. What's more, is he going to be confused when he sees the chairman and whatnot following? And he noticed him. How many main characters and whatnot do you see that are clouded in shadow? With an expression like that. And after all this is said and done, considering this was initially just a stopgap because of Kite on his way to see his father. Going through all of this, what's Jin gonna say or feel should he learn of his growth, maybe even achievements throughout all of this? Under different circumstances, characters could have held much different lives if only they weren't consumed and born anew into the Chimera Ant army, which posed such a threat. I also didn't expect so much from that wolf Chimera Ant thing. I thought, oh, here's a captain or something, just investigate the intrusion. But he's been cropping up a lot in various episodes. A bit more than any kind of unnamed bullshit Chimera Ant, so I think him and Ikago are going to have maybe a bit of a standoff, which could lead into some repercussions down the road. Now, seeing the counter on Yubi, bankruptcy. Still only 590. Not really good. How much breath left does the chameleon have? How much are they going to get to before he starts ticking down and paying off all the interest? They are going to be in for one hell of a job to get it over the suspected like 700,000 or whatever Yuppie's actual number would be. But you really do need to kind of give it to Shoot the fact that essentially it's, well, we got Morale versus Poof by himself. We've essentially got Shoot versus Yuppie by himself. Sure, Narco and whatnot is there as well, but with no existence to speak of. All of Yuppie's attention would be turned to him. Good thing he can scoot about the sky on a flying fist. How many characters and how many personal bits of growth are we going to get throughout all of this? And how many are we actually going to be left with after it, considering Shoot's leg is completely fucked? I don't believe that's going to be the worst of the injuries sustained. I mean, considering there is... So, the plan is all the characters splintered off. They've each got their own little task at hand, things to do. Following each and every one of them. And all of the troubles they'll be encountering along the way. Some of them already in a major fight, or about to start one. Is there anyone that you're particularly unconcerned with? Do you think, oh, yeah, Morale's going to get through Poof easily? Personally, I don't think that's the case. I do think they're going to pull ahead, just I can't see how. Understanding some characters and their abilities and their limitations, how are they all going to overcome them? Kind of like how Shoot was like, oh, I've never actually tried floating on my own hand. Let's see if it works. Are there other ways of you going around your setbacks? Can Knuckle come up with another way of using the bankruptcy? And I think, most of all, how the hell is Akalka going to get out of this? Does he have a way with words to get... Well, I guess Cheetah doesn't really give a shit. Does he have a Nen ability at the minute? Did he bother coming out with another one after he lost the previous game of tag? How is the wolf going to pose a bit of an issue in that respect? Considering, I'm guessing he's in it for his own good. If they come and kill the king, no skin off his back, really. As long as he doesn't get blamed for it. Hopefully staying out of danger is his prerogative rather than interfering with plans, but a moment of me just being incredibly hopeful. And remember, we still have Palm's disappearance, and if there's any bit of information we'll be getting from that, I think if anything's going to stop them in their tracks again, let alone Killer just taking the wrong path and heading in the opposite direction again, Palm might be something to pull out. But whether they'll be coming across a scene like with Ponzu or something else entirely, we're going to have to grit our teeth and see. So if you've enjoyed this episode, definitely let me know. I think the chairman and the grandfather assassin are going to be having a few words with the king before their battle. Gon still got his own tasks and might interfere, you don't know. But upon seeing, I'm guessing Nefertito repairing Gomugi, how is Gon gonna have the same reaction as the chairman and be like, what the hell is going on here? This isn't what I thought. Or is the rage for what she did to Kite gonna take over? If you want to make sure not to miss out when those episodes get released, consider subscribing to the channel, maybe join on to my Discord. But for now, get yourselves a nice bit of rest. So I can see you in the next one. My patrons really do help boost up my level of self-confidence and allow me to unlock new uses for my skills, limited how they may be. Luckily, there's not exactly too much involved with watching anime on the internet. But I do need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Shiwan, Mats, Akane, Guado, Danny Swede, Light Wizard 91, Kite, Diego Zenhausen, Tori Jane, SZ 9870, and everyone else. But I do hope that I can be the king for you to look up to, and hopefully be left with a little less mucus running down your face.